What up? Good to see everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Dylan?
Thought it was Thursday, but I don't know. Low
It's not
key is
Thursday. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is the free
Tomorrow's
Amazon
Wednesday.
Masterclass.
Yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thursday is
2
good.
hours of value going down for you guys tomorrow night, so make sure you're signed up for that. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, 7
Beautiful,
p.m. Eastern tomorrow, y'all. Make sure you get registered for that. It'll be completely worth your time. And any questions you guys got right now, please feel free to fire away on. We would love to help who's ready for class. Yes, sir, baby. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern here. And then we got Garrett's wedding going down on Saturday, but unfortunately, very few of you guys are invited to that. But everyone's invited.
I don't think we can extend that invite to stream, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Well, true. But I was heavily involved in the, in getting the Amazon roster going with that. Yeah.
What's up, Dior? What up, Will? What up, Alan? What up, Callie? It's a beautiful Tuesday. Hit a nice little walk today. Make sure you guys are getting outside.
Facts. Yeah, hit the 10K steps, 10K spend. Second part's obviously optional. Is Kohl's not good for Ungating anymore? Nope. Just keep submitting. You'll get approved. Every big retailer works for that stuff. They're just probably going to decline you a couple times. It's just how it works. What do you do? What do you spend time on when you have spent all your money? Checking old replans, getting leads organized, sourcing further. It's also a great time to invest some time into building your network of other Amazon sellers and hanging out where other Amazon sellers are hanging out.
Working the 9 to 5 right now. Bang.
Is it better to have stores other than just US? It definitely doesn't hurt, man, to get Canada and Mexico set up for North American remote fulfillment. Definitely not necessary, though, honestly. Really up to you in terms of the specifics of it and such. But definitely doesn't hurt.
Yep. What up, Stallion? Hope life's good.
Yeah, Stallion, give us an update, family.
Still cranking the outlets and all that? Yeah,
it was not too long ago that Brother Stallion was asking Ungating questions. So give us an update here, Stal.
Are you outside the US? Do you better have stores other than I better have stores other than just the US. If you want to, there's higher fees on like Canada, Brazil, Mexico, all those. So it's generally better to just like opt out.
How do I factor in the new FBA placement fees when sourcing? Is there a way to reduce it? So yes, the way you factored in is by increasing your estimated FBA shipping cost in Seller Central.
Bang. What up, Pete?
Sun God Max today. Good, Will. Good. Will, you need to get a profile pic though, man. You used to have one. Should I try to make the weight of each shipment as close to 50 pounds as possible? Exactly. Per box. That's exactly the way you want to do it, James.
Yep. Why haven't you sold anything yet? Doing FBM, 5 products up. Is your template good? Do you have really slow shipping times on? Is it all hogged by FBA sellers? Does the item actually sell? Are you on a slow selling variation? There's a lot of things it could be.
Yeah, that's the tough part with that is it's very listing dependent.
Yeah.
In that like you might just be on 5 listings where there's very few FBM sellers getting sales, right? However, those listings might have FBM sellers on it, but if you look at the product and you look at the delivery dates of all the other sellers and all of them are a lot quicker than you or a day quicker, you're probably not going to get any buy blocks, especially if they're using repricer and you're not, right? So it's a great idea to look into improving your handling time. It sounds like though, if it's been a month, man, you probably don't have any handling time optimized at all. And you're probably not getting any buy box as a result of that. So you're either going to want to fix your handling time, get on more listings, or FBA those SKUs. Or you might not be priced competitively too, right? Because the way you get it with FBM is it needs to be an FBM friendly listing. You need to be priced competitively and you need to have good delivery dates. What size boxes should I focus on buying when starting out? Get some FBM sales and then go to Walmart and figure it out. That'll be a much better metric. It's probably going to be 12 by 10 by 8 or 16 by 10 by 6, depending on where you're getting boxes from around that. But get some FBM sales first. And then when you go to Walmart, you're going to figure out what boxes you need.
The medium at Walmart will treat you well for FBA.
Yeah, right. Because that's the important thing, is getting the sales first. You'll figure out the box.
Stallion said, me and the wife working full time for the business now. That's awesome, man. Making enough profit to cover expenses, living without 9 to 5, putting more back in the business every month. That is amazing.
That's the dream. That is beautiful, bro. If I switch them to FBA, would they sell? If the listings sell, yes. Though they might not be good listings though. Dude, I've been getting obliterated by the copywriters in the DMs. Now I respect the hustle though, but I got 17 growth operators in the DMs as of this morning.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 10 a day at least. What mine has been is I've been getting new landing page copywriting in my
Twitter,
email, probably like 10 a day. Like honestly, 10 a day.
Nike restricted for new sellers. Nope. You might have tried to apply for a $ Nike listing, which unfortunately is just like a weird subset of Nike listings that certain people can't sell. Certain people can sell them. So find one that is just
you can ungate the $ Nike at least.
I know, but unfortunately I saw a new seller last night too, and he actually confirmed, he showed me what it said. It was a $ Nike listing, and I was like, I
guess because it's not technically the correct brand, they don't want
exactly
ungrandfathered. So you guys gotta start selling. Like every day it gets harder for new sellers. So start now.
And every day it gets easier for sellers that are innovating.
That did it for the previous day. Yeah.
You said Walmart for FBM. Are UPS and USPS not allowed for FBM boxes? Oh, they absolutely are, Andy. Yeah, that you can get boxes from there. You're just going to overpay a lot. So buy the boxes from Walmart, but send the orders out via UPS and USPS.
Yep. Do you advise letting a VA do product sourcing? Can you recommend one? Jay, if you're asking that, then you need to be doing a lot more sourcing on your own first. Once you're at the point where you got plenty of money, you're making good money on Amazon, you just simply need help sourcing the things you're already good at sourcing, then you can think about hiring people. But not if you're a beginner.
How do you deal with authenticity complaints with in-store receipts? They're not always beatable. It's kind of just a game of submitting a ton for that. It's not a huge deal if you can't beat it, if you're getting consistent sales. However, be prepared. There is going to be a lot of propaganda on the internet from people who tried to submit something once and then it didn't work and have officially declared that this stuff does not work. Just keep submitting it. It should go through. Get in the habit of taking a picture of the product with the receipt as well, Alan, for times when you're doing predominantly RA.
Yep. Best first brand to get ungated. Whatever you found profitable, Daniel. Submit the invoice for whatever you found profitably. Make sure that info is all correct and be good to go.
Yeah, like do Daniel, like if you got the Nike out nearby, just do some Nike headbands real quick and then pull up to the Nike out.
Yep.
And then also go do some RA, and you're gonna get a lot of reps in for auto ungate products really, really quick. Just click in like am I eligible in SellerAmp essentially.
Bang. How much are new placement fees compared to inbound shipping? Change your defaults to Amazon optimized and then just estimate your shipping at 60 cents a pound instead of 30. This is kind of what it's been the new go-to. If you're shipping less than like 100 units, it makes more sense to do inventory placement, is what I've seen so far.
How to find quick selling products. Go on Amazon and type in the keywords for whatever you want to sell. If you want to find a bunch of hot Nike products right now, go on Amazon and search Nike soccer, Nike baseball, Nike shorts, Nike t-shirts, and instantly you're going to see what the Amazon algorithm is showing. And if Amazon's showing those listings, it's because customers are buying them. And if customers are buying them, it means third-party sellers are making money on them.
Bang. Did you see the Jamal Murray shot last night? I think it was last night.
No. I like low-key. I got to watch some flight reacts.
The GOAT LeBron missed a shot and then Jamal Murray came back down and hit a game winner.
Interesting. I gotta watch those. Occasionally each year I'll watch the flight reacts of the NBA playoffs. I'm sure he was wilding out. No, in many cases, honestly, with authenticity complaints, you can continue selling the product. The complaint's just on your account. Sometimes when you're newer, they'll shut down the specific ASIN. However, not always, man. Best place to ungate beauty brands. Cool thing is the beauty category is probably an auto ungate for you. However, the beauty brands, some of them are going to need to be manually ungated, and almost all of those brands exclusively come from the brand websites. Therefore, use the brand websites to get ungated.
Yeah, the dark era is almost over for you, Will. It seems like.
Yeah, the Knicks are out to beat the
They're up 2-0. Yeah, they're up 2-0
yeah,
now.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Had Adidas products at your store said it's unfulfillable. Send them back to you. Unfulfillable. It's probably. Oh, did you? Yeah, some of the Adidas listings got regated a couple weeks ago, and then you probably just weren't paying attention, maybe, and they were in your streaming for a bit.
Vince, you should have been tapping into the streams, man.
Yeah.
You come to these all the time, man. You take a week off.
They've probably been in stranded for like a month at this point. But you can ungate new, like it's like a misspelled version of Adidas. It was accident, but a lot of people get it ungated pretty easily. So just ungate it and send it back in.
Please help me pass the fraud check on a website. Give them a call. Give them a call. What are the strategies to get reviews? Sell items. And you can request reviews via email to the customers. Not a massively important thing. However, reviews I think are really, really overrated, guys, honestly. So if you're selling products the way you should be, you'll get reviews over time. That's going to help you get more sales. It's not crucial, though. How y'all know I took a week off?
Because you didn't know about the Adidas thing.
But that's the thing, though, Vince. That shows me that you're not in the mix with other sellers yet. You need to do some work towards that so that you get notified of this alpha, 6 hours in. Like I woke up to fucking get boom, Adidas here, get it here, bang, get it here, right? I'm getting bombarded from all areas. I simply fix the issue. I instruct people, bang there, problem fix, bang here, problem fix, bang here, submit the invoice here, right? You got to be in the mix with this stuff. Yeah. Okay. See, now this is a very good question here. Any difference sourcing OA for health and beauty products versus Nike and Adidas products? Looking to expand my inventory list. Not really conceptually. Now, the key is that there's not a lot of beauty retailers. There's Ulta, there's Sephora. There's not a lot of aggregators, though. There's 20 plus retailers that aren't just the brand for Nike, because Nike's bigger than like pretty much every beauty brand on Amazon for OA combined, for being serious. So not really, honestly. It's going to be less manual sourcing in a way that manual for Nike, Adidas, Puma is awesome. There's just not as many sites to manual for beauty. And then also beauty items, you're going to have to, there's a lot more price tanking because there's not really variations as well. So keep an eye on FBM in that regard too. But conceptually, it's the same thing.
Yep. It's always just find a coupon, look at people who are selling that item, and go from there. Like there's no there's not really that much secret sauce to it. It's just legwork, kind of getting in the reps, knowing where you're buying certain brands from. Like that's all it is.
Yep. And we don't want to come off like we're oversimplifying it, but like if you sit here and do this for 6 months, you'll end up being pretty decent at it, and then you'll be like, okay, like that makes sense. Yeah.
My favorite is the comments where it's like, this is the same thing you showed last time. It's like, yeah, that's the point. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Do this in this video, how I showed you to source, and then you'll find stuff. Like it just takes time.
On my authenticity claim, they shut the listing down, said I need further documentation from the supplier. I doubt they said that for an inauthentic complaint unless it was a section 3. You should be good just to submit the invoice. But if you DM me, Walter, I'll take a look at that for you. You're saying Adidas, but it's restricted. Yes, Jerome, brother. You can get ungated really nice and easy, man. Right? Really, really nice and easy on that, man.
Yep.
Just
both got ungated videos you can look up. Walk you through the process.
SellerAmp has one too now. I saw that.
I realized we didn't have any, so I was like, oh, I got to make one for the SellerAmp channel.
That should bang up to the sweet. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Any thoughts on Nike restricting? There's no Nike restriction.
There's not a thing.
What would you say?
Sourcing in Canada, it's tough to find high selling products. If you want to sell in the US, would you use a prep center? Yeah. That's what you probably want to do anyway. Like I've seen a lot of Canadian sellers. Actually, there's a new Canadian like beast that was in my DMs. New roadmap guy. He's gone from like 0 to like 30K a month in Canada in 3 months. Which is very impressive in Canada. So typically I see people get to like 30 or 40K. Who was asking that? Arbaz. Yeah, I see people hit at like 30, 40K. And then they'll go to the US. So there's just more people buying over here. Look for a prep center in like the East Coast if you can. They're closer to the fulfillment centers, but you'll find better rates and better service in like Montana. Doing case pack versus individual. Do you put SKU labels on each item inside the box? Yeah, you still have to label the items. But case pack's a nice little hack for avoiding splits.
Ooh, that's a good call right there. Who is the Canada seller? Warner? Yeah, what's Buddy's name? We need to get him on Twitter.
What was his Discord user?
Should
we like highest or something? It wasn't a real name.
Oh, so he's anonymous.
He's he's got kicks in the username too. So he's the old shoe guy, old shoe seller.
Makes sense. He's destined for greatness. Yeah. Should we use a repricer? Once you have like 5-10 ASINs, or if you're very serious from day one, I think that makes a lot of sense too. Our favorite one is BQL. We both have tutorials on how to use that as a complete beginner. So you can check that out. Can I relist the items for the ASIN or wait for the results of the complaint? If it lists it, so unfortunately, Alan, sometimes they shut the listing down, sometimes they don't. Check if you're still allowed to sell that ASIN, and if so, then you can. Had a buddy check as well. Twitter post. Okay. All right, Nico, send me the ASIN and I'll see if I can list it. Send the ASIN in here. It's probably a $sign Nike listing. which I know it's confusing, but is essentially just like a certain subset of Nike products that can't be sold here. But send the ACE in it, and I'll check here too. Probably only arbitrage. You can't really scale that fast with wholesale because it takes a lot longer. So if I had to guess, almost
he was just doing arbitrage,
you know,
as far as I know. But
yeah.
Do you put FBA labels directly on the book? Yeah, you just cover like the barcode. Anytime you're selling anything, label goes over the barcode or it goes on the poly bag if it's like a multi-pack or something like that. Just put it on the outside of however you want the customer to receive it. How do you know when you should move to a prep center instead of doing it all yourself? Good question. It's not necessarily like a dollar amount or anything like that, Jesse. It is, number one, if you pay sales tax, you probably get one already. If you're asking that question, you're probably selling a little bit of stuff based on that question. It's going to save you money over, if you pay 6% sales tax, like $18 cutoff, where it saves you money to pay somebody else to do it. So you probably want to do it soon. But generally it's just whenever you have a bunch of time that you're slapping labels on stuff, you got money that you need to spend. That's when you get the prep.
Can you sell Aldi products? I've heard of people doing RA at Aldi. It is primarily dependent on if you scan those listings and see that there's other third-party sellers selling them. So almost certainly yes. Is the Nike band real? Seen a few people. Okay, all right. No, it's not. It's just probably this.
What is happening?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Give me some ASINs here, boys. All right, I'm gonna put an ASIN in the chat that will work. That will work. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, let me make sure this is brand Nike.
Last time you sold a book? Oh, I don't know. Actually, like last month, I sold like
I
sold one that was like I picked it up on Facebook for free. It sold for like $100, like 3 years later or something.
All right, okay. Well, I'm putting an ace in there. It might be a similar scenario to Adidas here. I had someone apply for Nike earlier today. I am still ungated in it. Nike banned NFL. All right. Okay. All right. Well, considering I'd sold a bunch of Nike products today.
Yeah. I wonder if new sellers can't sell that small subset of Nike. We'll figure it out. Either way, get in and get your ungates done, fellas. Like this is why you take action. You have to be in before things get cut off. You're trolling? Okay. Some of them are trolling. So it's only one person that's talking about it. Legitimately, then. Joe said he's good too. Yeah, I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm chilling too. Yeah.
Yep. You have $5 in your FBM cost to estimate your shipping costs. Yeah, that's about right. Especially if you're shipping stuff that's like a pound or less, that should be pretty good.
He said, "I don't know about the other guy."
I don't know about the other guy.
Okay, a super good question here from John FBA. John FBA got the that's the bro, take a picture of me in this bit right here pick on that. So FBM shipping cost is going to depend on weight, right? So some stuff's going to be $5, some stuff's not. I'll drop a link to my FBM guide in the chat and a tip in the and just kind of the guide right there specifically. Best tips for newbies by a mile is FBM retail arbitrage, storefront stocking for online arbitrage. Talk to as many Amazon sellers as you can. And come to our free training tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. Yep.
Yeah, lots of you guys asking good questions. So if you want to learn the ungating, learn how to source products, we show a bunch of stuff that we don't really put anywhere else, like some Keep a Product Finder, some really good sourcing info that you guys need to know. That's going down tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
it'll be a blast. I want to see those reactions. I want to see the high energy chat. I want to see those are a blast. Those are a blast.
Oh no, I live for that. What up, CBG? Yes, sir. Cranberry grape. You've been a little quiet on the timeline as of late. Been a little bit on the timeline as of late.
New seller took a long time ungate. Just got it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. If you need capital, then yeah, start selling stuff that's cheaper or do a service-based business of some kind. If you have a skill that you can sell, do that for a little bit, build up, a couple $1,000 and then start buying products.
And do books. You can get books for free.
Yeah, cheap stuff, VCR players, video games, all that kind of stuff.
You also learn really good work ethic doing that because books is very time-based, but when you're newer, you need time.
That's what I'm saying. When I'm looking back, I was like, "Damn, that was hella time. Like that was hella driving."
Yeah, you didn't have money. If you don't have money, you typically do have time. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're a younger person, I'm back and better than ever. All right, CPG, I'll believe that when I see an update video from you.
You got all the time in the world to drive around, pick up books.
Oh yeah, and it's fun.
Everybody else
learn a lot about yourself on those drives to the library sales. How do I know when to buy a lot of a certain shoe? When a lot sold yesterday. You'll know when it's time to buy heavy on something when it's sold really, really well for you. And then over time, you're going to build up the muscle really nicely of, buying a lot of certain things prior, just knowing, what a good deal looks like, what a consistent deal looks like, so on and so forth. But some shoes that have a markdown. Yeah, the interesting thing with that, man, is why we recommend the Nike outlet a lot too on top of OA is for whatever reason, certain things will be way cheaper at the outlet and certain things would be way cheaper online. And a lot of you guys that live near major cities have outlets nearby. So you might as well rock and roll up there, scan everything, use the 15% new account, and you're going to be able to make money on stuff, especially as we get into summer, back to school, eventually sales tax holidays as well is a great thing too.
Oh, I forgot about that. What is that, early August, right?
It's late July, early August in most states, yeah.
Yeah, those are good buying days.
Oh, JP, you're in Miami. Okay, JP, Mundo Amazon Conference in May. Yeah, I expect to see you there. Es en español, solamente yo, ¿qué es?
Wait, what's the date? I'll pull through. I should be in Miami.
Oh my gosh, of course. I think it's May 17th. It's either May 17th or 18th. Yeah, we're in there.
That might be like that might be like a week before I fly in.
I mean, if you want, me and you can rock up there by probably too. If you're around, it was phenomenal last year. If anyone speaks Spanish, I mean, I'll be there speaking in English. But it's a conference that is awesome. Predominantly in Spanish.
That's sick. How many sales per competitor is a good amount? Honestly, I used to look at competitors a lot more than I do now. Like, look at more so at trends, right? It doesn't really necessarily matter, how many sales X sellers are getting. If you see the seller count going up and the price hasn't really done much, then you don't want to buy that type of stuff, right? If you see seller count staying the same and price is looking good, like, that's all that really matters. Like, you're going to share sales for the most part pretty evenly with all the other sellers.
Yeah, I can help translate. Okay, yeah, JP, pull up, dude, pull up. JP, low-key, if you want to go do some ARIA, I could even be convinced to go do some ARIA, honestly, for the banter and make some content sometime if you want to. Hit the DM. Yeah, I could be convinced with that. Okay, this is interesting. So you think it would be more beneficial to scale to 30 to 40K in Canada or go straight to Oh, wait. So our boss, honestly, man, you've asked some really, really good questions here so far today. I'm confident in someone like you going US immediately. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to get your feet wet a little bit in Canada.
Yeah, if you want to make like 1,000 or 2 in sales, because you'll have extra paperwork to get set up in the US versus like a American seller. You have to get the business and all that ironed out. So while you're doing that, like iron out your US company while you're making your first sales in Canada, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Probably need to talk to a Canadian CPA on that kind of stuff. I'm not sure on like the legal side of running a US business and all that.
Just got section 3. Can I submit retail receipts? Yep. Can I put multiple items on the same product on the same bag when I ship to FBA? Only if it's a set. So based on that question, I definitely wouldn't do that.
Watching at the gym and maybe changing the profile pic.
Yeah. I hope you were digging deep on the burner to get it.
That's like the 4th alternate on the burner account.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's some wild burner names like you come across here and there. Do you just let it sit in your inventory, continue to find better products? I mean, that should be the focus though. But yeah, if you need stuff moving, right, you should be buying products that are liquid enough that you can move it quick if you ever need to. By the way, today's YouTube video. Yeah, today's YouTube video was gas. Y'all rock that. Y'all see that thumbnail too. That thumbnail is fire too. Did I steal it from Cardinal Mason? Of course I did. Is that my guy? Yes. Do him and I jam on YouTube strategy? Yes. Any advice on order cancels when you shop outside of US? Yeah, use PayPal for verification, and ideally a US credit card is going to really help with that too. What was it? Yeah, the guy from basketball yesterday. So
was he good,
dude? Because I expected it to be like this really loud, like boisterous American, but he was just this like cool European dude. Now, Warner, he was not prepared to make decisions with the ball in his hands. Right now, in 4-on-4, he can make a swing pass on the perimeter, right? So he might get an open layup here and there. He's not making plays with the ball in his hands, though, right? Therefore, he's in trouble in 1-on-1. He's a little bit taller than me too, but yeah.
So no $500 bet went down.
No, well, because there were 4s though. There were 4s, and it's one gym.
Okay.
It's a very small gym. Yeah.
What do you do with inventory that isn't selling well? Do you let it sit? Continue to find better products? I mean, well, like the answer I usually give, like, is there a reason for the price to go back up anytime soon? So maybe it's a pair of shorts and it's this time of year. That's a good reason why the price would go back up. It's about to get warmer. Something like a Christmas product, probably not going to go up in price anytime soon. The other side is like, is that price still there? So can I still get it at the same price as what did I buy it at retail price? Is the sale that I bought it on still there? Then there's no reason for the price to go back up until that cost availability goes away, basically, right? So go through that decision-making process, and if you think there's a good reason, then hold it.
Yeah, life's good. Appreciate y'all bringing the energy here. It's
Live
fun.
stream is greater than my music. That is a compliment at the gym.
Basketball sneakers. Yeah. I play in Kyrie's, I think. Or no, Precision Sixes. You guys know any Canada, Amazon FBA wholesalers? It's the same concept in the US. So like if you watch our buddy Corey, Warner's got some good videos on it too and such. That's going to be a great place to start. As well as there's this dude, Mike. I can't remember his last name. If you search Canada, Amazon wholesale, you'll see him though. He's put out some good stuff for the last couple of years. What's your take on 888 lots? It's essentially just online arbitrage with no coupons. So therefore it's kind of the same thing as like buying from Walmart.
Isn't that liquidation lots?
Find.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's like pallet fly and stuff. It's not even that. Like,
yeah,
I would not buy from
don't buy that.
lots. Yeah. It's
okay.
Like it's gonna be like a lot of returns and like the type of stuff that's not gonna be in the good enough condition for you to sell it on Amazon. A lot of it was sold on Amazon and then was returned.
Unlucky streak that have not been buy box suppressed. Buy box suppressed is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's completely fine. Yeah. Like you can make in fact, low key, even as a beginner, you would low key, if velocity was the same, you would prefer.
Yeah, because like if you're brand new, to win the buy box, you typically have to be an FBA seller on your first couple sales. I've been talking to somebody who's trying to do it FBM and having some issues. But if you find like a suppressed listing or make your first sales on FBA, it'll start giving you rotation on all the other methods.
And that's the tough part is, right?
Yeah.
There's weird spiritual properties that go into getting the FBM buy box. It's typically correlated to someone's energy as a beginner. And
how much sunshine you've gotten that day, right? Like
it's the tough part to quantify to y'all that, right? And then I know for a fact if someone posts a video their first week, Amazon, like there's weird spiritual properties to the stuff. And that guy for a fact is going to get the FBM buy box, right? The anonymous accounts that are complaining about not getting the FBM buy box, I also know why they're not, right? But it's tough to quantify that and such. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can send that right back immediately, man. Yeah, if returns are in great condition, send it back. Do you count cash back when considering if a product is good? Almost never. However, maybe if it's 10% cash back on a website that is rock solid reliable. Most are reliable, but in general, you want to be profitable without the cash back.
Yeah, it's nice bonus money. Never hurts. Like days like today, 10% on Nike plus there's a coupon. Maybe I'll make an exception and buy something that's like more borderline because I got the cash back, but you don't want to bake it in. Yeah. The sales are hitting early, man. Like they're already going.
I'm pretty sure it's like 3 weeks away from Mother's
Day.
It's
May 12th or something like that, right? Mother's Day.
Weeks. It's the Garrett.
That's my am I a bad son check if I got Mother's Day wrong?
I'm tweeting that immediately. Right. A lot of OA websites are kicking off the Garrett's wedding sales. Get out there and buy y'all. Attention.
How often do they auto send back customer damaged products? So anytime those returns happen, a warehouse worker is going to look at it and say if it's good or not. Whether or not they actually click the right button is a different thing. It's when I ran the numbers, it was about 40% of the stuff that got sent back to us was in okay enough condition to send back to Amazon. And the stuff that gets sent back to you is probably less than half your returns to begin with. Sell inventory automatically go back into inventory. Yeah. So like if it gets returned and the warehouse worker says, yeah, it's fine. They didn't open the bottle or they didn't try on the shoes or whatever it is, like that's going to go right back and sell again. Yes, Matt, that is, I think empirically proven. I'm pretty sure there's been extensive studies done on this.
Yeah. Good. A lot of websites are kicking off the all out Amazon wedding discounts.
Do you have a VA that manages all the other VAs? I do, yes. Team lead kind of
implement that, honestly.
Runs like meetings to train the other sourcing VAs. He'll kind of like guide the team a little bit. And then he also reviews all the leads that everyone found.
Okay. Once again, I know people that applied for Nike today. Nathan, try this ACE and it'll let you list it. If not, you either don't have a professional seller account. I'll put that in the chat here.
Also, make sure you're not trying to like sell used condition or something on accident.
Yeah.
I think they won't even accept that.
That would be a mess on Amazon. So if product is not profitable without a buy box, no. I mean, print the wealth, print the wealth, print the wealth. If it's, if there's no buy box and it's moving, print the wealth.
Yeah. Just make sure it hasn't had one for a while, because it'll slow down sales if there's no buy box. But if it's always ever had a buy box, then the condition's not going to change. So there's no reason it wouldn't be any worse. How do you determine the price for a product will stay the same on Amazon? That's a great question, Brian. If you can, the better you are at answering that question, the more profitable you are as a seller. That's like the whole thing. So it all comes down to how hard was your price to find, and how hard is that item to find? Like, was it going in and out of stock? Did you buy the last units? Is it sitting there at retail price? Is it at Walmart? It's been there for a year. There's no competitive advantage at all. Like, you didn't use a coupon, that kind of stuff. You also want to check like 90-day average buy box price on SellerAmp. Like, we try to be at least somewhat profitable at that. If we're going to buy a little bit higher than average, make sure it's like a 25-30 ROI on the average pricing.
Okay, we need some thoughts on here, boys and girls in the chat. Are there going to be people at the gym today? Tuesdays are hit or miss, right? But yesterday was raining, so the gym was underattended yesterday. So I'm thinking some of the star players that weren't there yesterday, there's a lot of shots to go around yesterday because some of the main guys weren't there. I'm thinking they might pull up today. I get so freaked out. Searching how to print money on YouTube. Don't want any knocks on my door. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're talking about selling shit on Amazon. Like, you're every single person buys stuff on Amazon. Like, they're getting it from people like us. Is Nike really gated? No. Like, Teo, you sold
no
products today. Like, Teo, you texted me that you got sales on Nike products today, man. Like believe your own eyes. Like, come on, man. Like you got
it all spawned from a chat message 20 minutes ago.
Just tweet that. I think we could send off a massive chain reaction throughout the community, and scare the life out of people. No, it's not. Like
that would have been a good April Fool's joke there.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
I might put that on my calendar. Oh, I'm putting that on my calendar for next year.
We try. I wanted to run the seed oil alert, but
that's hard. That's definitely hard too.
Can pricing cost something not to sell? Yeah, absolutely, Nessa. Like, you got to be at least within a percent or two of the buy box price to be eligible to make sales typically. Unless it's like a really fast selling product. How do you find out what needs a poly bag? If it's a multi-pack, if it's made of liquid, if it's like a clothing item that's going to get dirty on the conveyor belts. Just kind of common sense for the most part, Ronnie. If like any part of the item is exposed, or if it's a multi-pack or liquid, that's your quick checklist. Size shoe do you recommend for retail arbitrage? Alan, when you scan the item on the SellerAmp, go down to variations and then click check, and it'll show you the best selling sizes and colors. And then you'll buy, more of the, probably like the 11s probably sell really well. The size 5 probably doesn't sell super well.
All right, I got people texting me about the Nike shit too. It's all $sign Nike every time.
Yeah. Must be the $sign. That's going to mean there's wealth on those listings, though. Those are going to be some very wealthy listings now. As a beginner to Amazon and RH to go around a store, purchase profitable products there. Should you stick with online? Do retail for the first couple weeks, the first month. Learn the ropes, learn how to get your first sales, get that hands-on experience. Like, you'll just learn faster doing it in person, but you're going to have a much harder time scaling if you're doing all in store. So just make sure you're spending a good amount of time doing some online sourcing and all that, learning the ropes. You'll make more money in the first probably 2 months if you only did retail arbitrage. After that, the skill set of learning OA will catch up and you'll make way more money off that. It's just harder to learn OA. You're able to send hazmat through FBA if you're Ungating the round. Yeah, you can. And that's how you'll get approved you'll get like shot up the wait list that way a little bit faster. Just make sure that you are following the law and all that. Don't ship anything that's actually against, USPS. You have UPS code to ship. Stuff like perfumes and all that is fine though. Like, as long as you're shipping it via the proper channels and everything. We got the Nike bat signal up in the sky today, I think, something like that.
Facts, man. Yeah. What is $sign Nike? It just like, it's so hard to explain. Certain brands on Amazon will be like Adidas, and then a few products will be $sign Adidas, and is what happening. So you can just see it. I'll show you guys here on SellerAmp. And for anyone who's new, this is like the only time this has ever happened, like actually really ever happened, is in the past week. So like it's not often. So it'll say $ Nike right here.
It's like a few of the.
Yeah. Right. So if we go here, see same thing Adidas, and then random things will be $ Adidas. Is that, bro? No problem. No problem. It can sit for anything up to like a couple weeks, but it rarely will it be that long, but occasionally.
Data change on the back end, yeah, something like that. Touch some grass, family.
No. If you can't list it, you can't. If you can't apply for it, you can't ungate with it now. Just do a product that is normal Nike, and it will let you. I promise.
There's plenty of other brands as well.
$15 to $20 per box. Go to Walmart, baby. Go to Walmart, man. Go to Walmart. It'll be 1/10 the cost of that. Yeah.
Well, who's charging $15 a box?
We don't. So we don't get SellerAmp kickbacks. We own SellerAmp. So there's like we're just. It's our job to hopefully provide good content so that hopefully you guys use it for a while. It's a
beautiful cycle. Yeah.
Our incentives are aligned, right? That's why we sit on here and dance on camera all day. As much as I love answering Ungating questions. Any secret sauce to KPF sourcing? Ooh, dude, there's a ton of neat stuff you can do with that. My favorite stuff is around searching for competition decreases or zero competition that recently had competition.
Yeah, which we're diving into both of those, showing you guys how to set up these kind of more advanced product research searches on the class tomorrow night.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. But still can't apply to so many different. We'll get probably, yeah. Don't worry about books though. Books is annoying because there's a billion different brands and you're getting stuff for free, so it's not really worth the time because you're not really buying volume.
Doing your best to learn it. Thanks for the video. We got you, Bulldog. Got you.
See the answer? I'm doing the same thing won't work. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, not necessarily though. Like,
I think it's an Amazon is saturated type person.
Yeah, what your job? There's millions of people that do your job. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, you got me, man. Yeah. Amazon doesn't work. No one buys stuff on Amazon.
So you've got there's two schools, right? We could also gatekeep all the information and sell all of that, right? Instead, we give it all to you, and then you pay $20 a month for something you need anyway. Yeah. There you go. If you don't like it, then go buy a course. Yeah. You're all good, man. But we think that's a little better incentive alignment between all of us.
Yes, sir.
Advice for yourself first month when you started the business. Talk to more people. Yep. I mean, just
retail.
It's all about volume. Like, just do it more. Because the more you do it early on, the more you're going to learn the mistakes, the faster it compounds, like all that kind of stuff. Spend more time out the stores.
Addresses, unless it's insanely expensive. Okay, we need to input our total personal cost, including the shipping for the profit calculations. Just the shipping and the FBM cost, man. Literally just the shipping and the FBM cost. Will that apply correctly? Yes. Go to howtofbm.com for a breakdown of FBM shipping costs, which you'll put into your calculator. Should we use third-party prep center or Amazon on prep service? Definitely don't use Amazon's prep service, unfortunately.
The whole family showing SellerAmp love now. Bang.
Yeah. I've shipped to military. Sometimes it'll be like super expensive, so you might have to cancel it occasionally, but very
against rarely. Military postal rules could be something to do that. I don't want you to get kicked off base or whatever. Like,
yeah. If you're ordering the OA, yeah. Well, no, you're shipping the orders. Wait, yeah. No, we're talking about shipping to them from the customer. Yeah. I'm finding lots of. Is that pretty much it? No, you want to be higher, unless
maybe
it's
a little higher.
Yeah,
but I bet you can do a lot to get that extra 10% ROI in terms of discounted gift card, cashback, coupons, sale, loyalty rewards, emailing customer support. Like, between one of those, you can probably get another 10% ROI.
Shipping to customer, yeah. I still have trouble finding profitable products when doing RA. Okay, hit up No Flip No Future on Twitter. He's a Vegas RA demon, and he is a very social creature too. Hit him up. You gotta find better.
RA in Vegas is probably popping, isn't it? I bet it's popping.
Oh yeah, well yeah. But I can get if you don't know the correct discounts, you know what I mean. Like it's gonna make stuff not be good there.
I have to imagine there's a lot of outlets and all that kind of stuff to take advantage of.
Yeah. Right. So it's like, are you using discounted gift cards? Probably not right now. Are you using coupons? Are you asking the the employees if they got anything new or if they got any discounts, if they got any discounts coming up? That's going to be what's going to give you an edge and make stuff good. I love you get product in hand same day. It's a beautiful
fun.
thing.
It is more fun. That is the major upside.
You can do you do it with the boys. Well, you do it with the boys too. Yeah.
That's true. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, make sure you guys are signed up to come to the masterclass we got going on tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably run another quick little Q&A before then, but make sure you guys are on there. We're doing tons of like screen shares, send you guys some product sourcing stuff that probably haven't seen yet, even if you're already selling on Amazon. So make sure you check that out. And yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. It's always a blast.
Y'all have a great day. See you guys soon. See you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern.